going on, Pisces? Welcome to my channel and to your September 2019 love reading. We're going to take a look at your love connection with who you are interested in, where that connection's going, what you need to know as far as the influencing factors, what to avoid, and what you need to know overall, alright? If you're new to my channel, thanks for joining me, guys. If you like how I do things, hit that subscribe button and comment giveaway, and I'll get you set up in my monthly free reading, okay? Same applies to my subscribers currently. And thank you guys for all of your support. You all are awesome. Alright, if you are interested in a private reading, information on my video schedules, or my lives, my healing products, or the extended link, that information's below. We will cover blockages, hidden facts and challenges, further factors and actions to take in the extended, okay? You can also reach out to me on Instagram, earthlyenergies1111, okay? Now I'm going to look over singles and partners in this reading, okay? So we're going to look a lot further into detail in the extended, but this will give you a general idea, and there will be further information about your love in your monthly readings. Alright, so overall energy you are dealing with here, Pisces, September 2019. What are we feeling here? The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're really trying, let's get you in some light here so you can see. I feel like you are trying to get into a position where you can get some payoff for your awesomeness, right, Pisces? There's been a lot of energies kind of going around where you're trying to put it in the right place. You want some payoff here, but I kind of get the feeling like you're not exactly feeling that way. Four of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, it's either you're feeling like the people around you are kind of self-absorbed, or you're really hoping that they will kind of get their attention back into the game here, or on you. And the Page of Pentacles for who you're dealing with here. So it almost seems like they are in this very happy, kind of go-lucky energy, yet it's not really coming towards your direction, and that's really what's putting you in kind of like this mystery funk of like, is this something or is this not something? And the Three of Cups for is this love? Well, for many of you, this is definitely something that is in the works towards something bigger, okay? It has a lot of emotional energy here, and it does have a lot to do with collaborating and coming together, okay? Four of Cups in the reverse for the influencing energy. So I do feel like you're getting the impression from somebody that they are a little bit maybe discontent with where they're at in their relationships, or with where they're at just in general. Okay, they're not making a whole lot of moves forward. They're just kind of sitting and sitting pretty, you know, but you're really ready to make this initiation forward. And I kind of get the feeling like you're wanting to express this at some point, or at least that's kind of what you're pondering on. The World in reverse for what to avoid. So you don't want to avoid jumping the gun here and risk, you know, having this situation that doesn't have closure or direction, okay? You definitely want to leave it positive and open. Now, the astrological movements this month are going to be surfacing around Mercury, Venus, and the Sun around, or is entering Libra, and then Saturn is entering Capricorn. So all that means is you're going to be applying energy towards your personal limitations, your morals, your values, what you are establishing as a boundary and foundational constructs, so that you can really have a long-lasting relationship here and connection. 2019 is getting all this organized so that 2020 can come into something much more wholesome and long-term. Okay, so you basically are sorting out the energies. Alright, that's kind of where my singles are right now. Sorting out the energies. But I wouldn't jump the gun here. This energy is about going with the flow, because you don't want to, you want to see this through before, you react on things. What you need to know, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So you could jeopardize where this passion can go if you force it too fast, okay? So rather than getting discontent and or feeling that discontent and then wanting to kind of push things along to see where things are at, I would just let them go with the flow, so this person doesn't feel overwhelmed or pressured by anything, okay? They could have a lot going on, or they could have just a little bit of a different outlook on love right now, and so it's a little bit of a slower go for them, okay? All right, now for my, yeah, for my partners here, where is this connection at? Six of Swords in the reverse. All right. Trying to come into some better energy here. Four of Wands is the energy you have. You also are feeling in that position of wanting to, of wanting to build that connection and that commitment. So you're wanting some forward movement here also. You are, where you're wanting commitment, the person you are dealing with is, I feel like, withdrawing, okay? Or you're not really sure where they stand with things because their communication isn't exactly in a place where it's easy to understand how they're feeling about things. Queen of Cups for is this lasting? You guys could be coming out of a situation here, okay? I do feel like you're coming out of a connection that didn't have the best foundation, I guess you could call it, okay? You're walking away from something. So if you're in a relationship and it hasn't been going well and you've been kind of waiting for that moment to make a move, I do feel like that's kind of where we're at here. Let's see what's going on and kind of why. What is the influencing energy here? The Nine of Pentacles. So someone is really lacking admiration, okay? And that is making a big influence in where this connection is going. What do we want to avoid? The Knight of Pentacles. We want to avoid having, losing our tact. We want to keep our diplomacy. We want to stay proactive, stay grounded. We don't want this to kind of run away with our emotions here. But I am sensing a need for communication or clarification here with where this person stands. Part of me feels like they've kind of made that impression here with this Queen of Wands and this Eight of Cups here, this not giving the attention that the situation deserves here, not only in their physical form, okay, or their time, but also emotionally and intuitively they're not connected here. And the Three of Wands in the reverse is really an indication that they're exploring maybe other directions, or in their head they're just not in the game right now, okay? So I kind of get the impression, alright, let me clarify your action to take. I'm just curious here. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. So you're going to want to really, again, gain that clarity here by saying, sitting down and getting to that perspective of where are we standing here, okay? This communication is going to be big for you guys, and it's going to serve or suffer, but it's definitely necessary. If you're coming at this with good, loving intentions, and all you're looking for is the satisfactory, result for both of you guys, and it's honest, and definitely withholds your moral values, then that's all that really needs to be established here. And the Page of Wands, action to take. So I am seeing that movement towards getting that news kind of going, that information flowing, instead of this stagnancy, is going to really get you clarity, I feel like, that you're needing. And that's really what I'm feeling is the next thing here, is getting that understanding. This August and September energy, I've been kind of seeing this progression happen where things were going to come to light around this time to either solidify or release. So this is that time period to get into a better idea of where you stand with your person. Five of Swords for what you need to know. So there's some hesitation here. This could be an indication there's some dishonor going on. But more than that, I think there's caution and like fear, okay, because they don't really know how to get away from that involved interest in a feeling of connecting with someone else and putting their all into it. It's not that they don't feel it. They're struggling with putting their all into this, okay? Action to take, communicate about this. Okay, that's my biggest piece of advice for you guys. So, advice for my singles. Gratitude and things. Yeah, when you guys come to terms here, on your end as well, you're going to feel a huge relief because you were able to just kind of ride this one out. water magic for you guys, for my partners here. All right. This is letting your energies flow, okay? Doing what you do best, and that is, exposing the truth and coming to a very workable and manageable kind of a plan here. You're very optimistic. You're very easy to work with when it comes to certain things. Emotionally, I would just come at this with almost an unexpected attitude, okay? Really get in your element and just work that water magic, okay? Really go with the flow. You have some serious control here, and you can gain even more if you choose to utilize that, okay? I hope that gives you some clarity for the month of September. I'm going to get into your extended, guys, and thank you so much. Okay, so for my singles here, let's just kind of clarify where feelings are at. King of Cups, Eight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you guys are more trying to work this out than some of my partners who are kind of going through the, going through the motions here. You guys are really not wanting to walk away, but you are also demanding this Queen of Cups energy. I mean, you're not exactly backing down here, but the Four of Cups came out in reverse here. So there's a little bit of discontent here as well, kind of for the same reasons. So as long as this can be discussed, there it is, yeah, Four of Cups in reverse again. As long as this can be discussed as far as what can be avoided and what's influencing any kind of dilemmas here, I think you guys are going to come out of this in a really good direction here and be glad that you waited this out and worked this out. I do feel a sense of gratitude with this. Action to take, Page of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. Well, the Eight of Pentacles was your original factor, what you're focusing on right now. It's in reverse, not working towards a bigger meaning, towards a deeper meaning, a deeper level in the relationship. Well, your action to take is to offer that expression of deeper meaning. So if this is you that's kind of hesitant, or you're working through some things, I'm seeing kind of the go here. If you're the one that is receiving the hesitancy, I'm seeing this person kind of coming into their own intuition, and for you to just go with the flow. Don't jump the gun, just kind of go with the flow and let it develop here. Alright? They're going to come out with some information that's going to make you feel more at peace. But you got to let it kind of happen here. Alright, any kind of hidden facts. The Star. Wow. So there is a wish fulfillment that is in the works here for you. Alright, Pisces? You just, again, you got to go with that flow, because that's that water magic. You knowing and believing and having faith in that, that's what's bringing it about here. Any kind of blockages? We've got the Fool. I'm sorry, the Hangman. My apologies. The Hangman. If there's anything that you're stuck on, it's just not knowing for sure where this is going or when this is going somewhere. Okay, that's the only blockage that we've got. Alright, but you know that is going into a direction of ultimate success and happiness, as long as it's a slow and steady pace here. You do know that much. And the Ace of Cups, again, as far as the contributing factors. So you do have a union coming. Okay? Okay. You have a union coming. For those of you who are willing to just kind of work it out and wait, there is a union coming. An advanced union for those of you who have been in a relationship, but there's been this struggle to take it to the next level. I do see it going there. Okay? Actions to take. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, don't force this, guys, okay? Let this develop naturally. That is your best case scenario. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. That's your best case scenario. Let it happen naturally. You can ponder on this financial gain, but don't let it create more of a sacrifice, okay? You want to be thinking on a positive way. When the communication comes, guys, definitely remember that the best way that you can come into this is having a very positive perspective, okay? Keeping it positive. Don't jump the gun here on how things should be, want to be, need to be. Just let them flow. Alright, Two of Cups and the Page of Swords, okay, for the advice. So you can be clear without jeopardizing the relationship because it's limiting or demanding or pressuring or anything like that. Okay, Pisces, so just I know you've got some past history that probably has something to do with that. Try to release that as much as possible and don't apply that to this relationship. That's the advice for you guys. Okay? You've got a good thing coming, so don't get too excited, basically. Alright, so for my partners, for my lovers here in a partnership, overall energy here, where are we at? We've got the Judgment card and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you guys are waiting for some kind of a realization to take place. Something that's going to help kind of get you in a direction of feeling a little bit more like you're going in the right direction. You know where things are at here. Okay, as far as if this is lasting, we've got the Two of Swords in the reverse. So somebody is very blocked right now. And coming away from that, but there is just this confusion about which direction to go based on how the other, you're waiting for that realization to come into play, and that's what's going to help kind of propel you forward here, truly. I'm going to have to, sorry guys, it's messing up my flow. Okay, alright, so, yeah, overall, the influence of you not getting admired, that whole concept here, until that happens, nothing's moving forward. It's going to stay in that energy. Although you might want it to go a different direction, it's going to stay in that energy, okay? So, the influence here, okay, we've got a lot of passion, we've got a lot of love, alright, but what we're dealing with is some very unconstructive energy that's going into this, rather than it being a passion that's productive and it's motivating. It's it's limiting and debilitating because of what's being given, the energy behind what's being said, things like that. Okay, clarifying what needs to be avoided here. The Three of Wands and the Five of Swords. If you guys have concluded that you're not trying to move into a different direction, you definitely need to talk about it, because that's kind of what's next. You guys have had enough of all of this mumbo-jumbo. It's either you're all in or we're all out here. Okay, some of you are going to give this one more shot to see where they stand. Others of you are really, I feel like you're not. I feel like you're going to, you know, lay it down and kind of be straight up about it and leave it where it's at. Alright. Alright, hidden factors here. We've got the King of Wands. So what you need to know in hidden factors, we've got somebody that's, could be a bit arrogant, but very, yeah, very cocky, kind of very arrogant. And they almost make it feel like, well, it's my way or the highway, you know, and it's just this constant struggle to compete or to impress or influence or convince, things like that. And that's very challenging. It's very wearing on your energy, okay? The Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So the contributing factors here, again, it's just there's too much trying to control this and not enough going with the flow. And that could be the other person that's having the problem here. You might not have any issues with this, but the other person is just struggling with going with the flow. I feel like they've just kind of got a lot of their own issues going on right now. I'm picking that up a lot, and they're just taking it out on you. I do get that, but I also get the impression like that might be a habit of some kind. But you're coming away from all of that, all right? You are coming. There's an end that is in sight with the situation. So what is the advice for Pisces here? Pisces partnerships. What is the advice here? Actions to take. Alright, Six of Wands, the Tower in reverse, and the Sun. Let the Tower moment happen, alright? Let it come on in, because it is going to push you either in a direction of enhancing the connection you have with this person, or get you in the direction of a connection that will. But you going with the flow is what's going to bring this about. Otherwise, I do feel like you're going to be a bit stuck, not knowing which direction's which, and which is going to provide you the most satisfaction. And it's almost easier just to stay put where it's comfortable as opposed to move on. But I don't want you to do that if it's not showing like it's going to have a positive outlook there. So discern carefully basically what this person's going to do. If they are going to see, if they're acting like they're not in this for the right reasons, and they're kind of wishy-washy and that's what you continue to get, then you know your answer, basically, okay? Alright, for my singles. Oh, my goodness. Seasonal harvest. Go with the flow, guys. Go with the flow, alright? Don't jeopardize anything by jumping the gun and trying to make things happen or get clarity because you can't handle not knowing and things like that, alright? Just let things develop in its natural course here. Go with that Virgo energy, alright? For my partners. Earth magic. Interesting. Be careful with that. Earth energy, earth magic and water magic. That can get muddy. Discern carefully. You got a lot of power, but make sure you're using it wisely, okay? Definitely connect and ground, because you've got some massive power here as well, okay? Grounding with the earth and grounding with the water. Look out. You guys are going to have a lot of power, alright? So, I see a lot of need to really connect here, you guys. Take that into consideration, alright? And utilize that, because it is going to help you see things a bit more clearly and keep you protected from energies that might be a little bit harder to discern through. They might not even be yours. So for some of you, I do see the need to ground here and be just overall aware of that other energy. So I hope that helps you guys. And if you're looking for clarity on your personal situation, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a fantastic month. Thanks for joining me. Much love, guys.